Good morning guys, and welcome to my apartment here in Auckland. It is now 7 a.m. and I'm getting an Uber shortly to pick me up for this trip. I'm actually going on a new trip today. I haven't done this flight before, so we are going to head over to Perth, where I'm actually going to get 75 hours, which is absolutely insane and basically unheard of. But we're getting 75 hours in Perth and then just coming back home to Auckland. So I thought, what a perfect trip to bring you guys on. I've just checked the service. So for today, I think the flight time is going to be roughly around 7 hours. So we're going to be looking at a full service. It's going to be aperitivo, starter, main, dessert, and then we're going to go into a refreshment meal before we land into Perth. I think about 1 o'clock Perth time. Honestly, it kind of feels weird to be signing on from my home base like so early and having like a long flight. Obviously the only other really long flight that we have out of Auckland is New York, which signs on in the afternoon. So yeah, I feel a bit awkward, I feel a bit weird, but let's go try something new. Hi guys, I have just arrived in Perth. I had a really amazing flight. I was in economy again, and again, I honestly just had the most amazing passengers and really lovely crew. So it was a really good day to be in economy, but we are at a new hotel, so let's go check it out. Okay, so as soon as you walk in, we have this bathroom and a nice shower, and we have a big bed and lots of sunlight, so definitely into that. Okay, so it is currently 2 o'clock here in Perth, which means it's like 6 p.m. I think in Auckland. So my plan today is pretty much just to go to the supermarket, maybe go to the gym for a quick run and just chill a bit because it was a little bit of an early morning. Nothing crazy, but a little bit early. And then tomorrow we are going to head to Rottnest Island. I'm really excited for that. I have been to Perth a few times on layovers, but I have never actually been able to go out and explore because usually I'm only here for like 24 or 30 hours. So it's quite limited. But for this one, I do have 75 hours, which is just so insane. So yeah, first day we're going to head to Rottnest. Second day, my plan is to go for like a long run, hang out around the city and do things like that. And then the third day will be go Pilates and go home. I have Kieran on this trip, so super happy about that. And honestly, I think it's gonna be a really nice trip and I feel really lucky and blessed to be here. Okay, we're gonna head to the supermarket now, and I'm just not even gonna bother changing my hair because the hair is just not moving. So let's go. Good morning from Perth. So I realized in my haste to show you guys my room yesterday that I didn't actually mention any of the flight details whatsoever. So the flight time yesterday from Auckland to Perth was 7 hours, which was really nice. And yeah, as I said, I was working in economy. That was really great. It wasn't super full, so I think it was really nice that the passengers got to spread out and things like that. I think everyone is always happier on a plane when they get a little bit extra space, so that was super duper nice. And also nice too because we got to take a little bit more time with our passengers and really get to chat to people, whereas sometimes it can be quite speedy, just trying to make sure that everyone gets like fed and like in a timely manner. You don't it's never nice if you want to rest on a flight or something and it takes so long to get your food. So that definitely contributes sometimes to having to move a little bit faster, but it was nice yesterday that we could have a good chat and really interact with our passengers. And we did get about an hour rest on the hard block seats, so that was really nice. I read a little bit of my book and then I surprisingly did fall asleep, I think for about 40 minutes. So yeah, that was really nice. It definitely helped keep me a bit perky when I arrived in Perth, but I did fall asleep early last night. And then I woke up this morning and I was doing some admin stuff before I got ready. So I'm pretty much almost ready. I've just got to put some jackets on and things because it is still winter here. We're heading out to Rottnest Island. It's currently 6:30. I'm gonna go downstairs around 7. So yeah, I'm really excited for the day. I'm really hoping that the weather is gonna hold out because it looks honestly over the next few days that it's not gonna be good. Today was meant to be kind of like the good day. So yesterday did look beautiful with like blue skies. It wasn't super windy and it was quite warm in the sun. So really hoping for that again today. But honestly, yeah, just looking forward to a nice active day here in Perth and to get out of the city and do something a little bit different. So yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy coming to Rottnest Island with us. But I guess first we're gonna get through the 2-hour ferry, so let's go. Okay, so this is the outfit for the day. I think the plan is that I'm going for like layers. So I've got this one here. If I get like really hot, and then I have this one, and then I also have my denim jacket. It's not like freezing cold, it's meant to be like 23 today, and if it's like yesterday, which I'm praying that it will be, it's like blue skies, warm in the sun, and obviously if we're like biking around, it is gonna get quite warm. So I'm just hoping that I'm not gonna get out there and it's like a puffer vest kind of morning, because it's too late for that. I didn't bring one, so this is what we're going for. This is what we're hoping is going to work. We're here! So we just arrived at what we decided to be our first stop, which is Parker's Point. I think it was like a 4K bike ride to get here, so quite nice. And this beach is absolutely like insane. Like, look at this. I think I'm definitely gonna get in the water today, but not yet because I don't want to get salty before biking like another 20K. But yeah, so far so happy to be here. And fun fact I learned on the ferry here is apparently the person who discovered this island thought the clockers were giant rats. So he actually called it like Rottnest Island, and over time that has merged onto Rottnest Island. So fun little fact. Look how clear this water is. Insane. Okay, so we pretty much cycled around the entire island, and we decided that we're going to go to a beach nearby and go for a swim. So we've just made it to Pinky Beach, and we're just walking over now. So obviously it's the start of August and it's the beach, and Kieran has just tested the water and said it's freezing. So let's go. Okay, so it's about 2:41. We have about an hour and 20 minutes until our ferry leaves. So we just went for a quick swim, which was honestly amazing. I think there's a plane going. I guess I can hear it, but I can't see it. We're gonna go get some food and then catch our ferry back to Perth. And welcome back to my hotel room here in Perth. I look super tired because it is 6:20 and I've just got back to the hotel, but honestly I just had an absolutely incredible day cycling around Rottnest Island and going for a swim, which is honestly crazy to think that we did that in literally, like, it's August, it is winter. So it was such amazing weather and such a really good day and just good vibes all around. But I'm so tired now, so my plan is just to shower, have some food and just pass out pretty soon because it is almost 10:30 in New Zealand, so that's definitely the time zone I'm used to, and I'm feeling like it's 10:30. So yeah, honestly just had the best day, really grateful to be here and excited for another day here in Perth tomorrow. Hello and welcome back for another day here in Perth, Western Australia. So it's 6:30 currently, and honestly I am literally just waiting for sun to rise. I've been up since about 3:30 a.m. Honestly I just think for these trips it's just easier to stay on New Zealand time rather than trying to adjust to Perth than just to are just back, so I still get plenty of daylight if I stay on New Zealand time and I get out early and stuff before things get crowded or busy or anything like that. So literally just waiting for the sun to come up now, and then I'm planning to go on a run down by the ferry terminal, which we went to yesterday, which is like somewhat close to our hotel. It's a fine walk anyway. It seemed like it was a really beautiful running track, so my goal is to head back there this morning and hopefully go for a long run. I'm aiming between 10 to 15 Ks. Honestly, if I can get to 15, I'm going to be beyond happy, but I'm really hoping my minimum will be 10. But considering we did a lot of bike riding tomorrow, we're just going to see how it goes. I actually am not sore at all, which is really great, but we'll just see how cocky I am when I start running. But I've got my little pouch with me, and I do have an energy gel today, which I usually don't take, but I'm hoping today it's just going to motivate me to push past that 10K. I do have 2 half marathons coming up in November, so I need to kind of get chiffin on prepping for those. I'm also flying with this like insanely fit crew where like they all run like over 10, like 20, like one of them wants to train for an Ironman and the other one is like a, what is it, High Rocks, like champion. So feeling really like girl power and like inspired on this one to be like, yeah, we're like really strong, like fit women, like this is awesome. But it's also like, come on Rachel, you can do over 10K, you can do it. So yeah, let's see how that goes. And obviously if there's anything pretty, I will be sure to show you guys. Morning guys, I know I didn't check in much yesterday, but honestly I didn't really do that much yesterday. I went for my run and then I like laid around a lot, and then I went out to get some sushi and I did a little bit of unanticipated shopping. But yeah, I've obviously been trying not to spend much money because I am part-time now, which means I'm not making what I used to make as a full-timer. But I don't know if anyone else, any other parents have this issue, but like I won't spend money on myself, but I see stuff for my son and I'm like, ooh. Anyway, Uniqlo had like a pretty good sale on, and I do really like getting Uniqlo stuff just because usually it's like all made of cotton and things like that. And they had these little like hoodies on sale, so I couldn't resist. I got him one obviously in like a bigger size, and then I got him one in his current size because he doesn't really have anything kind of like light like that. And then I couldn't resist, my baby loves dinosaurs, so I got him some dinosaur leggings. And then I also got him a set of Miffy pajamas, mainly because I love Miffy. He hasn't even been introduced to Miffy yet, but this also has like a plane on it. And I realized that they don't make like the grow suits past size 2, so he currently still sleeps in a grow suit, which I love because I'm like, he's still a baby, you know, and when he walks around at night I just think it's the cutest thing ever. But obviously when he does grow out of his size 2, he is going to have to shift into actual pajamas, so I did get him some actual pajamas. As I said, this was all on sale, so I just really like couldn't resist. And then another thing was my husband told me that apparently he's really loved playing with the toy dolls at daycare. He likes to like give them the bottle, and apparently as soon as he walked in yesterday he picked up one of the baby dolls and was playing with it. The only thing is that they honestly freak me out. I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but I was like, oh, maybe I should get him one. And I went to the shop yesterday and I was looking at them and I was like, nope. It is, I don't know why they freak me out, but they freak me out. I think it could be because in like say the last decade, the only interaction I've had with like toy babies is when we're doing like CPR training, and like when we're having to do like the infant life jackets and we have to put them on during like our emergency procedure training. So it could be that. Which obviously just isn't super positive interactions with baby dolls, but yeah, I just couldn't do it. So what I did get him was this little baby bingo, which I think is super cute, and it comes with like a nappy and these bits that he can like pull and like play with, and obviously it's bingo, so it's super cute. And then I also just got him this like little set so he can pretend to give bingo like juice and milk and put a little bib. So yeah, I thought this was kind of cute, and it doesn't creep me out. I don't know, is it just a me thing? Do you guys feel that too? I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much all we did yesterday. So I'm up today. I'm gonna go meet Kieran. We're gonna go for a Pilates class, I think, and then go for a walk and do Jacob's Ladder. When I was actually at Virgin, I traveled all the way into the city. We used to stay quite far out. I traveled all the way in the city just to do Jacob's Ladder, and I think I was like quite unfit at the time, and I think I did it literally like once or twice, and I was like, okay, cool, that's it. And then I went back. So it's much nicer in this hotel. We're a lot closer, so that's honestly great. But yeah, we're gonna go do that today, and then we are going to get ready for our flight. My wake up call's about 3 p.m, so I still do have quite a bit of time. I did wake up at 4 a.m, so I am hoping to sleep before the flight a little, because obviously we do land back into Auckland at 4 a.m, so it's gonna be a night flight, and because it is quite short, usually on the way home, I think it's between, it's usually a bit quicker on the way home. It's probably gonna be about 6 to 6.5 hours, so there's obviously not gonna be much of a time for break. So yeah, I'm probably gonna be up most of the night, so definitely hoping to get a bit of a sleep in today before our wake up call. But yeah, that's all for now. Let's go to Pilates. We'll just come for the Okay, so it is 10:30. I've just got back to my room. I'm gonna have some lunch and then hopefully have a bit of a nap before this flight. So wish me luck. So as you guys can tell, it is that time again. I'm honestly not used to just doing like one flight over and one flight home, so it feels kind of crazy. And as I said, this is quite abnormal to get like 75 hours here in Perth. So feeling just honestly like super blessed. I have absolutely loved this trip. It's been quite a physical trip. With like going to Rottnest and then cycling all the way around, and then also like going for a big run the next day, and then going to Pilates today, which I don't know if they just use different muscles in Australia to what I'm used to in New Zealand, but damn, like, oh my goodness. It also could have been muscle fatigue, like I should keep that in mind, but oh my goodness, like ouch. But really, really nice studio. The instructor was so gorgeous and so sweet. It's just, I love when I just run into people like this, just like in my day-to-day life, you know, like traveling around the world, just meeting some super amazing people. That's always really nice. But yeah, obviously it is time to get chuffing and get ready to go home. So as I said, I'm anticipating maybe like a 6 to 6.5 hour flight time, but keeping in mind I've actually not done this flight before, so I've done it as a passenger but never as a crew, so I'm not like 100% sure of the timings. It is an overnight flight. I was not able to sleep before the flight. I have some personal stuff going on, and it was kind of just like keeping me awake a little, but I feel completely fine to operate. I did luckily have a really good sleep last night, so that's definitely helped to keep me going, and hopefully during our crew rest we can get a decent sleep. I mean, only sometimes it's like 30 minutes, but it'll just keep you going, you know. I'll actually be working in business class today. I was expecting to be down in economy, but one of the crew members messaged me. It's her last flight before going on maternity leave, and she wants to work in her friend in economy. So I was like, whatever you want. Like, I really enjoyed working in economy, and I got to work with Kieran, so that was kind of awesome. But I was like, yeah, you know what, it's your last flight before you go on maternity leave, girl, like whatever you want. Like, let's just make it a really nice flight for you. So yeah, and obviously happy in business. I love business and with my business class passengers. So, and it's all equally as amazing crew up the front as well. So honestly, yeah, I really have no complaints whatsoever about this trip. It's been really amazing and lovely, and we've had gorgeous weather in Perth, which has just been crazy. My husband said it is freezing back home, so ready to land into that at 4 in the morning. That'll be fun. But yeah. Anyway, I have a new destination again coming up later this roster, which I'm really excited to show you guys, but I hope you guys have enjoyed coming with me to Perth for the first time on this new layover, and I will see you next time.